All right, just like that, we are at the Texas Motorplex, headed up to do a little yakking with the boys from Drag Illustrated, the West Buck Show. They got some cool photos on every floor as I'm walking up here. The Stampede of Speed is called. They've had racing going on here all week. Let's go in and see what's happening with the boys from old Drag Illustrated, West Buck and Mike Carpenter and Murder Tundra. There they are. Look at them. There they are.
But it's like, it's not good. But it's like, it's been a long time since we've seen nitrous cars like.
Iggy, you watching Kaylin? All right, we are at the Stampede of Speed, the Fan Fest. Tons of people. Scott Palmer's crazy Nitro Studebaker. You look around, there's a lot of people already here. Let's just walk down the line. I'm supposed to be over here signing autographs, but I'm gonna walk down the front here, just show y'all what's going on here. I'm going backwards. Look, there's Lyle, Austin, Robert, Brittany, John, Leah, Matt Hagan, Tony Schumacher, this crazy wild man right here. Look, it's just a line of folks. How are y'all? Look, there's Paul Lee. This crazy bunch. Matt and Angie. Look at this bunch. Sean Langdon, J.R. Todd, Josh Hart, Justin Ashley. Look, we're just kind of like checking it all out. Look at this group. Got the pro stockers down there. That's all good. Mo, Erica. I think I gotta go to work. Maybe. Go over here and sit down and act like I'm gonna work anyway. All right, folks. So I'm hanging out in the lounge. It is Friday morning, and we are getting the car ready to go here in Dallas, aka Ennis, the Texas Stampede of Speed. And I am here with a friend of mine. A lot of y'all will probably know, because I think I've said it a time or two, about how much I listen to podcasts while driving to the races. And one of my very, very favorites is, I'm gonna call it Bernie and Friends. It's really called Kibby and Friends. Here's Bernie McPartland, everybody. So Bernie, you are like always on the go, doing all kinds of stuff. Robert Kibby, aka the boss, he just like seems to hang back and make y'all do all the work. You and Corn Dog.
He does, and since Corn Dog is really the boss, you know, he's doing his coup, taking things over on the show. He's still sending us out. You know, Kibby likes the air conditioning. He likes a bottle of water. He likes to sit back and just say, "What'd you do for me today?"
So I'm gonna hang out here with Bernie for a few minutes. I don't know what we're going to do. Whatever Bernie tells me we're going to do, that's what I'm fixing to do. But we're getting ready. We'll go out there and stomp on that loud pedal in a little while. We'll see what we can get into. Be careful now. Camera's out. Uh-oh. Camera's out.
You have to edit that.
No more of that.
Yeah, it's getting long.
All right, Izzy. So me and Kaylin were just having a conversation off camera, obviously. So what's your splurge? Like, what's your, I really don't need this, but I want it. What is it?
Hats.
Hats.
I knew it.
Hats. Like, doesn't matter what they cost kind of thing. You see one, like, ooh, I gotta have it.
Unfortunately.
Hats, really?
Yeah, I think I got 25, 30 hats that aren't the cheapest.
Right.
So,
Kaylin, we were off camera. What's your splurge?
It's normally shoes, but it's also motorcycle stuff. Like, that's like, yeah, if I want it for the bike, it's non-negotiable at that point.
Marcus,
What up?
what's your splurge, man? Like, you don't really need it, but you want it, and you just...
How many do I get? Two.
Top two. How about
Top
that?
two.
Top two.
Always my feet. You know, I gotta have the feet. You know, the shoes gotta be right. And car parts.
Car parts.
Yeah.
That's a common theme around here, I think.
Yeah, but mainly shoes. I gotta keep my shoes right. You know. So,
Hey, Austin, what is it?
When I was back home, hoodies.
Hoodies?
Yep.
Really?
I love hoodies. I don't know, something about them. I wear them as much as I possibly can.
So I used to not be a hoodie guy, but I've grown into one.
Yeah.
So how about them awesome RWR hoodies we got the other day?
I love them. I was telling everybody back home about them. I was like, these hoodies, I love them. They're awesome.
Y'all haven't seen them yet, but Stacy brought a big box with RWR Parts Plus Nerdtech hoodies. They are pretty cool. All right, all. Say we got the hoodies, we got the shoes, we got the motorcycle parts, we got the hats. What is it?
I've got a top three.
Okay, let me have them.
Normally it's just car parts and dirt bike parts, but lately it's been sunglasses.
Sunglasses.
Everybody knows me.
Sunglasses.
Yeah, sunglasses. I have a problem.
Yeah.
You have a lot of problems. Yeah, well, you're not wrong about that. Yeah, it's glasses.
So
Oakley,
what's
Oakley specific?
Oakley specifically? I'll be dang. So, like, how often are you buying them?
I bought a pair in Charlotte, and I was gonna buy a pair this weekend. Another pair. I already have probably like 9 pairs, 10 pairs.
Okay. Dennis, I'm asking everybody, what's your splurge?
Yeah, mine would be home improvement stuff.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, you're the first mature person that I've asked here, because everybody else with shoes and sunglasses and hats and.
But I'm hardly ever home to do it. So, yeah.
Levi, you?
As of now, stuff for the twins.
Oh, yeah, you have no choice.
But if I'm going to be selfish, it'll be gun parts.
Gun parts.
Yeah.
Content time. So we are rolling up Q1. The car's ready to go. We're ready to go. Got Big John, got Marcus in here riding with us, a.k.a. Eddie Jones Jr. And I don't know what Jimmo's going to try to do, but it's hot enough that I am thinking we just need to go down the racetrack because it's pretty hot out. We hadn't had conditions like this in a couple months probably. It's hot down here in Texas, but we're geared up and ready. It's almost go time. Alright folks, Q1, and yes, this is a different looking time slip because it is a porta tree system, which is actually what I use for my practice tree at home. And let's see, so it looks a little different to me. So, reaction time 086, 60 foot, 847, 238, 440, 4.44, 4.475, a whopping 786 at only 56 miles an hour. So it left okay, goes into shake, and for some reason the safety system went off. Had nothing to do with anything other than I don't understand why the safety system went off, but it was not what we were looking for. Jimmo, we'll get her figured out, tuned up, ready to go. Q2 coming up tonight. Scaly time.
That's right. 2375. That's my guess.
I like it.
Going 2370.
It's kind of like me asking everybody about Dentley. What it's going to weigh? A lot. A lot.
More than that.
I'm going to say, oh, we're doing half and half weigh-in, so I don't know. Yeah, I don't never trust the half and half.
Back's going to be 17 in the front. Math
Yeah, I'm terrible with math too. So I'm going to say 2380. But what do I know? Left okay, felt decent, washed a little bit, sure, and then safety suit.
Yeah, the start line was a little mushy out there.
I didn't hear you.
It could have been weak.
Usually when we shake, it is, so.
Yeah, it's weak and it had no wear. Guaranteed. We'll still put it back together. Just had no power.
Why did it shut off? Or like shut the safety system off?
We ain't got there yet.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
sorry.
I don't know.
Go time, y'all. Q2 coming up. We're like third or fourth pair out, right lane. Let's go.
ODT, Parts Plus, the Walmart Wellness Center. If you don't follow Clay Millican on social media and on his YouTube channel, you are missing out. Nice run, Clay Millican, 3.685, 332 miles an hour, and put him in the saddle. So congratulations to Jimmo, Rick Ware, the entire Nurtec Parts Plus team down there. Solid run for Millican. Puts him up in the #1 spot. 2.95 seconds to the 8th mile.
If I'm coming to see you, is that a good thing?
That's a good thing, but you got to get up there and get on the saddle.
All right. All right, guys. So the old Texas Stampede of Speed.
How you doing, buddy?
Good to see you too, brother. Something a little different here. If you're #1 qualifier, you got to sit on the saddle. And I'm going to tell you, Jamie, I'm not going to be sitting here long. Track's good out there. What did we go, 68? 68 with a 5, 332, I think I heard. Something like that. The old Texas Stampede of Speed. You sit on the saddle, it's like the hot seat until somebody bumps you off. It's 15 grand if we stay low ET for the night, but I'm going to tell y'all now, I do not think that'll stay low ET. We were early in the session, and all that does is tell all them bad dogs behind you that it's a good racetrack out there. Ain't that right?
Right.
Hey, Alex, I know you rescued a horse. This saddle's too big for me.
I need one. I'm in the market.
This one's big, or either I'm not bow-legged enough.
Hey, you worked into it.
So Clay Millican's been sitting up here for 5 pair now, I believe. It's been a long 5 pair, but you've been down here for a while. A couple of good cars left up at the starting line. What do you think these crew chiefs are thinking right now about knocking you off of this saddle?
Well, I know they're thinking, well, Jimmo went 68 early in the session. There's no reason we can't go quicker. And I'm just going to tell y'all, I've been sitting here checking my text messages because my phone's been blowing up. My wife predicted a 64. She didn't say by who, but that's what Donna thinks. It's going to be a 64 by somebody. And I would not be surprised that the last 2 pair or the last pair don't knock me off this saddle, because I still think the 68's not going to hold. But every time I see a pair of cars go, it's like, well, I'm still here. I'm still hanging out. And Donna's made her way down here, and it's been enjoyable watching her watch y'all screen. Like, she's jumping up and down, and I'm thinking, Donna, we're spending this 15 grand on the race car. We're not going to Australia on this 15 grand.
I was watching her that last pair because we don't often see Donna make her way down here to the top end. She was actually biting her fingernails. When you watch her watching this competition. What does that mean to you?
Well, I mean, me and her have lived this. We live this life, you know, and we've done it from the time we were teenagers. You know, it certainly wasn't at this level, and, you know, she's my everything. You know, I started dating her. I'm horrible with dates and all this kind of stuff, but her and I started dating February 13th, 1981. I was a freshman in high school. So to say we've been through it all, and she's pretty good about kind of keeping the stone face, like when she knows I can see her at the starting line. But I watch on the videos, I see her get excited, and it makes me smile. It really does, because, you know, it means as much to her as it does me, because when, you know, when I win, we win, she wins. You know, that's how, I mean, because again, this is all we do. This is how we pay our bills, and we love what we get to do. And it's really amazing because we have spent, she quit her normal job in 2008, and she goes to every race. We spend every day together. Now, there are times where she tells me, you need to go out in the shop. You know, I need some alone time, and I do the same thing to her every now and then. But, gosh, she's everything to me, no question about it.
We should take a portion of that $15,000 and at least take her to dinner, Clay.
Yeah, we might go to Outback or something, you know, something big and fancy for us, that's for sure. And, you know, that is the funny thing about her. She doesn't care about the fancy dinners and stuff. Her go-to is really like Outback and Cracker Barrel, because we do drive to a lot of the races. We're pretty simple about what we do, and a fancy dinner is maybe I can get her to maybe go to Lone Star or something like that, since we're in Texas, you know, some kind of different steakhouse. But I love this. I think what, you know, Billy Meyer's doing here, this is a cool deal, you know, and it's fun. Like, it raises the excitement as to what the next pair of cars is going to do. It certainly is for me and Donna right now. I know that, you know. And I love kind of getting to see what happens down here with you guys, you know, because we come in, we hop out of the car. If we're lucky, we get to talk to all you guys on TV, and we hop in our tow vehicle and we go away. But there's a lot going on down here. I mean, I've just been watching them, like, get the parachutes untangled, and, you know, the emotions of somebody that just had a big blow up or whatever. I know I've been that person, but y'all get a different perspective, and it's been kind of fun catching some of that myself.
The safety safari down here is absolutely amazing. We cannot thank them enough for all of the hard work that they put in each and every week to keep this circus going. And it's, you know, it's a lot of moving parts and pieces. You have the best seat in the house right now, but there's still a couple pair left. Let's see if anybody knocks you off of that saddle.
Let's see if Donna's right. See if there's a 64 out there. I wouldn't argue with her. So I don't know how long I've been sitting here. Long enough that I asked Nikki if I could get down for a little while, because it's been a lot of action on the racetrack, mainly cleanup. A lot of blow-ups, a lot of boomers, and I just got knocked off. That dang Austin Proc got us by 3 thou. He's a good kid. Obviously, did a good job driving my car. He did a good job driving his car right then, but he went 68 with a 2 or 3, and we went 68 with an 8, whatever, 3 thou. So he gets to move up here and take over the saddle, and I promise you, it's nice and warm, because I've been sitting here for
You've been here
a
a long time, brother. Thanks for keeping it warm.
Hey, I can tell you this, it's not comfortable.
Yeah.
3 thou, y'all. Freaking 3 thou. I don't care, still a good run. Good run. 3 thou.
That's not bad. We're used to 3 zeros and then a number.
Yeah, exactly. Dang, dude.
Hey, you got saddle sores?
I asked, can I get off this thing? All that cleanup time.
3,000.
Dude.
Man. What a run.
Good run. Good run. Good
Sorry,
run.
I left 4,000 on the table.
Q3 coming up. Quite a bit hotter than last night, I can tell you that. I don't know that you will see any 60s. I'm not saying it ain't possible, but I don't think so. I think the high today is supposed to be about 93. I don't know what it is right now, but got a little sweat going, I know that. But we're ready to go at the back of the line. And the crazy thing is, normally Saturday is like testing for race day. That is probably not the case so much today, because like I said, 93 today, tomorrow high of 70 with a chance of rain. So we're gonna roll up here and see what happens. y'all, Q3. Like I say, hot out. Looking at the slip here, it just wasn't really happy. I think it put a couple holes out, ended up throwing the belt off. But we were trying, actually that was the blower that's normally like our #1 blower, ain't it, John? 1708. So don't know exactly why it did that, but at any rate, threw the belt off, did not complete the run, but we're still setting in a good spot. Get her ready to go again here in a little while and see what we can get away with. But like I told y'all, tomorrow's going to be 20 degrees cooler and way more like last night than what it is today. So it's kind of testing. The old rubber band said I ain't holding on.
So what do we shoot? That head gasket or a burst panel? Or that?
I didn't actually look at the engine. I just topped out and looked. I took the belt off.
Yeah.
I think it pushed the head gasket off.
Yeah, it ripped the belt pretty good.
Yeah. Holes out early. And they just said the seal come out of the rear end, so they're going to swap the rear end right quick. Front seal.
The rear end housing?
Yeah.
Or the rear, or the rear, the pinion
seal. Yeah.
I don't, even this evening, I think it's going to be pretty tough for anybody to go. Oh, yeah. I think we're pretty safe.
I think we are too. Unless something weird with the weather happens between now and 5 o'clock.
Yeah, big difference.
A little bit of extra going on after that qualifying run. So it put out #8 cylinder, which made it fuzz the deck a little bit right here. I don't know if you can see that. So also, the pinion seal on the rear end started leaking a little bit. So, no big deal, we can change the pinion seal, but we're going to be safe and go ahead and change the rear end out so they can take their time, pull the pinion out of it, put a seal in it, and have it good to go for tomorrow if needed. So, when they put a hole out, it's never good. That had nothing to do with the rear end, but it's rough on everything when they do, because when one hole goes out, the boost goes up on the other 7, and at that point, they're doing extra work and they don't like it. But we'll be ready to go here shortly. All right, Q4 coming up. We swapped a short block because of that the deck that was burned a little bit that I showed you. Swapped the rear end from the pinion seal leaking. They knocked that thing out. It's warmed up. It's ready to go. It's probably not quite as hot as Q3, but I do not expect anybody to bypass the 368. That Austin run to be #1 or 368 we ran to be #2. So we're going to go up here and get after it, see what happens.
Tomorrow. Smoke for Clay.
All right, folks. We a little better early. Looking at this time slip, I'm gonna show y'all this. This time slip just looks so much different. I know I done said something about it. This portentry system gives you some different look. It's pretty cool though. I was 060 on the tree. We were 843. Went into tire shake, run 605, 102. Antron in the other lane, 380, 324. I missed them saying who we were running tomorrow, but pretty sure we ended up #2. I don't know who's at the bottom of the ladder. You know, John? I do not know. I don't know. Doesn't matter. We got to turn wind lights on. That's all there is to it. So, pretty sure we didn't hurt nothing other than our feelings.
Again, so like it was just getting the the air was getting a lot better.
Right. Ooh, them brakes are terrible, dude.
Yeah.
Like, you just can't modulate them. Is that a word?
Yeah, I think so.
I think so too.
Sounds like it to me.
Yeah. The handle's great though. That's what's weird. They don't have early stopping power.
No.
But what I don't know is if they sanded them. You know, if they were all rusty and nasty, because they've been sitting around for a while. Enough of the brakes. To me, the butt-o-meter just said like it's going okay, and it was like real quick.
You know, I was running this other blower today, which we've run good with it. Like at Indy, we put it on, and I mean, maybe it's still that much better than the other one. I mean, it wouldn't have figured that based on the first run.
Because it wasn't like a little bump. It was like, I'm going to shake right now and come loose.
Yeah.
Quick. And no warning, kind of like I'm here.
Yeah, so it's like it just went, like hit some ice out there or something.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it basketball pretty hard, but
yeah, like an aggressive shape.
yes.
Yeah, it's just way fast.
Yeah.
Let me see what this boost looks like now that we have 8 cylinders. Yeah, it's just better than the other. It's just way better than the other blower.
Kind of interesting. It's about the same earning though.
It is.
Then it's like, I'm gonna make more boost.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sitting there telling you it's shaking. I feel that, but it's clearly just straight.
Yeah, it's just aggressive shape. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's because you had a good butt-o-meter, man. Who needs race back when you got to play with a butt-o-meter?
Yeah, but I can't tell you the blower boost or what hole it dropped.
I bet if you thought about it long enough, you'd figure it out. Oh, crap. Yeah, it was too aggressive.
But, speaking of butts, none of this means crap for tomorrow.
That's right, it's a whole different
We
deal.
go right back to our 368. Oh, it's way fast. I gotta show the YouTube this. That's the 68 you got up there?
Yeah.
I'll make sure I just get over here. All right, tell us what we're looking at there, Jimmo.
Well, this blue line here is the drive shaft from last night, and the green is the engine RPM from last night. And then this run we just made here, Q4, the gray, here's the engine, and here's the drive shaft. It's just fast early. We believe it's the blower we ran today is much better than what we had on.
I mean, that's a lot of extra wheel speed. It just wasn't going to take
Which means it's probably not shearing the clutch, not slipping the clutch.
But yeah, 20 degrees cooler, we just go back to what we did Friday night.
Yeah, we'll just put our other blower back on, and this one could be a Vegas blower.
Oh, this one? Oh, yeah, absolutely.
It's a good blower.
Which one was the new one?
The one we ran last night. Yeah. Which is a good blower. This other one's just, we wanted to run it today to get some laps on it just in case, but it's good.